Today's video is brought to you by eWin Racing, the best source for gaming chairs and desks for those long gaming sessions. We have a playlist of our eWin chair and desk videos linked in the video description below. Save 30% off of everything using the discount code TechDeals. More details at the end of the video. So, DDR5. Oh good lord. You know,
what?
I remember when DDR4 came out, and everybody was all ecstatic about how DDR4 was going to revolutionize everything and be so fast. You could do all these new things, and it was going to be incredible. But see, I remember when DDR3 came out, there were Core 2 systems, Core 2 duos, Core 2 quads. Most of those used DDR2, but there were a handful of them that would use DDR3.
Right.
Oh, DDR3 is new and impressive. DDR3 really was released for the first i7 generation chips, the Helium chips, the i7 920s, etc. But there were a few that would run on Core 2 duos and quads.
Okay.
Do you know how much performance DDR3 provides on a Core 2 quad over DDR2?
Not much.
Just costs a lot more money.
Well, yeah, that's the same as DDR5. Just costs lots more money.
I remember when DDR2 came out.
Do you want to...
I remember when DDR came out and replaced SD-RAM. Of course, I also remember when SD-RAM came out and that replaced EDO-RAM. And you get 2 gold stars if you can tell me what EDO stands for in EDO-RAM. Would you be surprised if I know?
Tell me, oh wise one, tell me.
Extended data out. And it replaced fast page mode RAM, which was actually slow.
Which replaced no RAM?
I'm showing my age.
I think this thing is.
Oh, shush.
Look at this thing. What's this thing?
I'm making a point. A new RAM standard is fine. Great. We need one. We'll need a DDR6 at some point. We'll need a DDR7. We'll need whatever comes after. I kind of would like to see QDR. I mean, at some point, instead of double data rate, it'd be kind of nice to have quad data rate RAM. There's reasons not to do it due to trace lengths on the motherboard and cost of implementation and latency issues, but it'd be interesting to see if they have. Of course, they do more channels. You can either do dual or quad channel RAM, which we didn't used to have.
True.
So that's another interesting thing. I remember the days when you used to be able to install one memory module at a time, and it made no difference about what you installed because each one was their own channel.
No, now.
Yeah. Like on the old Pentium 3 boards with SD-RAM, for example, a lot of the Pentium 3 boards would have 3 memory slots, and you could put in 1, 2, or 3. It didn't make any difference because there was just one memory channel.
Yep.
So times have changed. So prices are dropping for DDR5 memory. Hopefully, they will be less expensive once Zen 4 launches because Zen 4 will not support DDR4. You will have to buy DDR5.
Yeah.
But when Zen 4 launches, here's the kicker. Is the demand for the chip and the demand for DDR5 just going to run DDR5 prices straight back up? Don't buy a Zen 4 chip without simultaneously buying your DDR5, because what happens if you buy that chip thinking, I'll wait 2 weeks for cheaper RAM, and then it doubles?
Ooh, ouch.
Buy all your stuff at the same time. Have you seen how many people have you seen everywhere, not just in our own comments,
A lot.
where people will buy one part every 2 weeks, one part a month, and they'll say, well, I'm just putting together my part collection over the next 6 months, then I'll build my machine.
Well, the problem with that is if you buy something that's not compatible or it doesn't work, and now you're sitting here with this thing that you can't return because you have had it too long. That's the only problem with doing that.
So hopefully DDR5 prices get cheaper, which will be nice.
There, actually, if you go down, there's a good
graph?
yeah. Well, there's that graph, and then there's another one. There, keep going. This one. Wow, prices have really come down.
$380 for 32 gigs of RAM is not cheap, though.
No, but it's better than like it was. You got 4,800, 6,000. Oh, you got CL.
These prices are still
CL 30.
These prices are still double DDR4.
Yeah.
This right here,
32. Yeah, it's what?
This money will buy you 128 gigs of DDR4.
Yes, it will. You are correct.
Now, most of our viewers do not need 128 gigs of RAM. I'm just saying it will. $200 will buy you 64 gigs of DDR4. And I would take 64 gigs of DDR4 over 32 gigs of DDR5 every day of the week and twice on Sunday.
Well, as of June of 2022, yes.
In 6 months, that might change. And DDR5, I think this is an important point. DDR5 does not have to reach price parity with DDR4 to be worth paying for. It's faster. It does not have to be the same cost.
What do you reckon? Do you reckon it'll be
25% more, and I wouldn't care anymore?
Yeah, but 6,000?
6,000's fine.
Yeah, but what does it have to get to be on par with where DDR4 is? Because at some point, is it 64? Is it 7? Is it in the 8s?
No, DDR5 6,000 is faster than DDR4.
But the 48 not.
The 48's marginal. DDR4 3600 and DDR4 4800. Excuse me. Okay, I see what you're asking. DDR4 3600 and DDR5 4800 are marginally about the same performance. And the reason is DDR5 has higher latency. It's a tiny bit faster in certain benchmarks, but it's meaningless. DDR5 6000 is where it gets interesting. But cache latency still matters.
Yeah, because you got 38, 36, and 30. You
Yeah.
got 40, 36, and 36.
Well, that's why this is so expensive, is you're going from 38 to 36 to 30.
I understand.
But this is absurd. I have no problem with this. I find the 4800 CL38 to be a waste of time.
What about the 5600?
Well, ignoring the fact that it's 16 gigs, and that's also a waste of time. If any of you are building a machine in 2022 with 16 gigs, you came to the wrong channel because that's nonsensical. Nobody should be spending this kind of money on a 16 gig build today. And if you disagree with me, I don't want to hear it, because no.
That's a lot of money.
No, that's just stupid. So people on 16 gigs are playing 3 to 5 year old games on 4 to 6 core chips using their old builds, which is fine. They're not building new machines today. And if they are, they're doing it wrong. That's all there is to that. So as far as these speeds go, this is fine. 36 to 30 is not going to be the end of the world.
What do you reckon they're going to get it down to? CL what?
I would want to see this at 150.
Okay. For 6,000 CL36?
For 6,000 CL36, 32 gigs.
What about 7,000 or 8,000? What do you think the CL latency?
It's going to be another year or two before those mean anything. They're not available, or they're not priced in a department that's worth discussing. And I haven't used them, and we're too far out from those.
Gotcha.
6,000 is kind of...
6400 will be the next one then? DDR5 6400?
It's worth noting that the percentage difference between 3,200 and 3,600 is way bigger than the percentage difference between 6,400 and 6,000. 6,000 to 6,400 is not even 10%. 3,200 to 3,600 is more than 10%. The number increase has to be larger as it gets bigger, because we don't care about the number, we care about percentage differences. You don't notice a 5% difference without numbers on the screen. So from 6,000, 8,400 is going to be kind of the big noticeable jump after that. And we're probably at least 18 months away from that being a viable option.
18 months?
That's going to be 14th Gen and Zen 5 at reasonable prices. They might exist sooner, but that's only for people who have no... That's for people who don't come to a channel called Tech Deals. I mean, that just doesn't make... Like, my home gaming computer still uses DDR4 3200. I have many kits of 3600. Do you know what the real-world performance difference between 3200 and 3600 is on a day-to-day basis? Even with multiple monitors, multitasking, lots of programs running, playing AAA games.
We've got several videos on that.
It means nothing. It's tiny difference. I cannot scream "who cares" hard enough.
I know.
Anyway.
All right.
eWin Racing has a wide selection of chairs to fit
all shapes and sizes of gamers, ranging from petite to cuddly. They have something for every type of gamer. Not just sizes, but colors and material options as well, including red, blue, purple, pink, orange, and more, plus cloth and leather choices. We have over half a dozen chair and desk videos in a playlist down in the video description below. We also have a very special offer just for Tech Deals viewers. Save 30% off of everything using discount code TechDeals using our link in the video description. We have used eWin gaming chairs for 3 years in our office, sitting on them for up to 8-hour marathon live streams. They are very comfortable, and we are happy to work with eWin to bring you this special discount and recommend eWin for all of your gaming chair and desk needs.